Welcome to CosPilates. Today we have a psychic Pokemon inspired reformer class today. I'm super excited to share it with you all. Inspired by our theme, take a guess. Which Pokemon am I cosplaying as today? I am dressed as Espeon, so I guess more if Espeon goes to the gym. So today for our reformer class, inspired by our psychic Pokemon theme, levitation and optical illusion are going to be our main keywords and themes throughout class today. We're going to start with footwork. A little bit of a switch up here. I have 2 springs on, and I'm going to lower my headrest. All right, we are all set up for footwork. Heels together, toes apart. Take the carriage out long and hold. We're on 2 springs, so it's going to feel really light. So reset, recenter, find that connection to the center, and then bend your knees, close your springs. Inhale, press out, and exhale, bend, bring it in. Let's pick up the pace for 5. Jumping right in. Keep it under control. Can be a little harder when it's light. This last time, press out long and hold. Lengthen your toes into the foot bar. Press your arms down, and then a little levitation of the booty. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips to a hover, and then try to find a little articulation as you lower down. And same thing, lengthen and lift up, and lower down. This last time, lift up and hold. Keep lifting the hips high as you bend your knees, close your springs. Now we're in a fun shoulder bridge. Straighten the legs, keep the hips where they are, and then bring it back in. Pelvis up, waist down, long diagonal spine. One more time here. Bring it all the way in, hold. Can the hips go a little higher? And then slowly articulate through your spine. Come to your arches, but we'll take a parallel stance today. Long tops of the feet over, and just 5 times out and in. Nice brisk warm up here. 2 more times. This last time, stretch out long and hold. We find that same levitation of the booty. Spiral the triceps down, keep the collarbones wide, and lower back down. Lengthen your legs long, lift your hips, and lower down. This last time, we lift up and hold. The hips continue to the sky as we close in for our shoulder bridge. And then take it out, keep the hips lifting, and bend, bring it back in, nice and controlled. Keep the neck long and soft. Let's go one more here, stretching out long. Close your springs all the way in. Pull yourself into the foot bar. Feel those hamstrings fire on. Now keep the carriage closed as you roll through your spine, bone by bone. Easier said than done. All right, final thing here. We're going to come up a little higher onto the heels. And then out and in once more. So we're flowing through this. This last time, stretch out long and hold. Lift your hips. This time we go right into that bridge. Now we add on. Take that right leg up to tabletop. 3 times out and in on a single leg. Out and in. Last time. Lower the leg down. We go right into the other side. Try not to shift the hips. 2. Last time. Bring it all the way in. Bring both feet down to your carriage. Keep pulling it in to close the springs. And roll all the way down. We have one final bridge series here. We're going to return the arches to the foot bar. Lift your hips up, find your bridge. Single leg again. This time we take the leg up to the ceiling. Press the carriage out, lower that leg down, and bring it up. And 2, and lift. Last time. Bring it back down, switch to the other side. No break in between. This is spicy enough. Let's get it done. Yes, hamstrings, last time. Bring it all the way in and come all the way down. Holy moly. Hug your knees into your chest for a moment, rock your head side to side, and then grab onto your arm handles. A little bit of a shoulder warm up here. Knees can stay bent into your chest or come to tabletop. Press the arms all the way down by your side, engaging the back to move the arms, and resist, lift it back up. So keep those collarbones nice and wide the whole time. Last time. Lift all the way up. Now let's go for our little mini levitation with the arms. I want you to press the arms slightly forward so that you open the springs a little bit. So you'll notice if I close the springs versus open. You're going to keep the carriage from moving at this hover. Open your arms out to the side and bring it back in, engaging that back. And open. And in. Don't let the carriage move. We're psychic Pokemon, levitating our enemy. Last time. Close the spring, take a moment. Now we do the same thing but with triceps. So bend your elbows down towards the mat, hug them towards your rib cage, and just take a few tricep presses here just to get that feeling. Feel the top of the arm bone spiral backwards, like you've got a Pokemon badge tattoo and you're showing it off to your carriage. Little mark that you're spinning backwards. This last time you're going to press slightly forward and then slide your arms up, bend the elbows so the carriage doesn't move. You have 3. And 2. Last time. Close your springs, take a moment, rest. We move into our 100. So you can take your legs at any orientation, tabletop, straight to the ceiling, long to the high diagonal. Since our theme is levitation, I'm going to levitate my legs just above the foot bar. This is pretty advanced, so if that's not your working level today, do not feel pressured to take it. Find what works for you today, meet your body where it's at. On your next exhale, we curl our head, neck, and shoulders up, find our 100 position, and we pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the heels together. Toes apart. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug those heels together. And feel how the drawing in and up of the heels connects you through the center line. Helps me scoop a little deeper. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Curl up a little higher. We're almost there. 2 more times. And exhale. Last time. And exhale. Hold the shape for a moment. Bend your knees. Lower down. So I still have my 2 springs on. I lowered my foot bar though to set up for overhead. Overhead is an advanced system exercise in our classical system. So I'm going to provide a prep for overhead, and then we'll do overhead, and then meet yourself where you're at today. You can also just omit this exercise and move on to the next one. So lying on down, headrest is still flat. Grab onto your arm handles, adjust your ears, and then reach your legs long over your reformer. So we're nice and long, kind of look like we're lying down on a mat. Here's our prep for overhead. As you press your arms down towards the carriage, lift your legs up to 90 degrees, hold, and then lower everything back down at the same time, back to their original start positions. Let's try that again. Arms press down, legs lift up, hold, and then lower everything back down. One more time. Press and lift, and lower back down. Now the full overhead, we take the legs overhead. So either continue with the prep, omit, or join me for the full exercise. So from here, on your next exhale, arms go down, legs come overhead. From here, we're going to keep the legs up together, slowly roll through the spine, thighs towards chest, bringing everything back at the same time. 2 more times, press and lift over. Slow control. Show off your psychic powers. 1 more time like that. Keep the neck long. Feel that spiral of the tricep backwards. This last time, option to add a little jackknife variation. Maybe one leg lifts and then the other. Then maybe both lift. Return the legs to parallel, roll all the way back down, and reach everything long. Woohoo! Knees come into your chest, elbows come down to your side. Let's set up for coordination. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Stretch the arms and legs long. Open the legs, close the legs. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Stretch out, open, close. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Last time, out, open, close. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, lower, down. Woohoo! So I've hung up my arm handles. We've started to lift the legs overhead with overhead, and now we're literally gonna add a twist with corkscrew. Take your hands, bring them to your silver poles or to your shoulder blocks, keeping the elbows wide and nice and soft. From here, bend your knees into your chest and just resituate on your carriage. From here, legs will come to tabletop or they'll come straight up to the ceiling. We tick-tock the legs over to the right. So as the legs go to the right, the left hip lifts. Keep the shoulders down and find a nice twist in the waist. Now pull with that oblique, bringing the legs back through center. And then tick-tock to the other side. Lift the hip, keep the shoulders down, and then pull with that oblique back to center. One more time on each side. Keep the toes at the same length. Sometimes the legs will become uneven. You want them to stay nice and parallel and even with each other. Last time. Little optical illusion. And bend, bring it back in. All right, take a rest. We move into full corkscrew. If you don't want to do full corkscrew, you can continue with the tick-tocks. The metronome tick-tocks. You're getting very sleepy. All right, from here, let's start by lifting the legs overhead, just like we did. And now twist to the right. Lower down the right side. Big circle with the legs, come up the left. And center. Now to the left. Circle down and around. To the right. And center. One more time each side. Keep lengthening the legs. It helps stabilize you so that you can really work that flexion. This is your last time. From here, we bring the legs up. Option here to find a little jackknife once more, or one of those single legs. And then keep the legs lifted. Slowly roll down your spine. Oh my goodness. And bend your knees. Take a rest. That was super fun and super spicy. But it's time to get our long box. So meet me with the long box, long ways, on your reformer. Alrighty, it's time for our long box series. I've set up my box. I have one spring on and the foot bar is back up. We're gonna lie down, facing the foot bar, and bring your hands to the foot bar. That's pretty straightforward enough right now. So legs can be zipped together or they can be as wide as the box. The wider the legs are, the little more room you get for your lower back. So find what works for you today. Hands are the width of your shoulders. We're just gonna take a couple assisted push-ups here. These are to just set the shoulders on the back and remind us to use our back to push and pull. So keep the collarbones wide and imagine you're squeezing something under your armpit. Fun piece of fruit, a Brock donut. Let's go 2 more. Last time. Now for a fun levitation element, let's go for a little flying push-up. From here, you're going to press away, flick your wrists, get some air time, and bring yourself back in. Let's try 10. You're gonna press out and in. Nice controlled landing. 3, 4. Don't crash in like I just did. That little air time really requires you to stabilize that center. 8. Last 2. Last time. Close your springs nice and controlled. Let's go for a big stretchy swan. Take your arms straight. Lift your chest through your shoulders. Majestic. She's grace, she's beauty. This feels very Espeon. Espeon's a very majestic Pokemon. And then lengthen, lower all the way down. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift up. And lower down. Last time here. Nice big and breathy. Lower all the way down. Bend your elbows, close your springs. Final thing here. Reach your arms long in front of you. From here, lift everything away from the reformer. Arms lift up, legs lift up, levitate. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower everything back down. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift everything up, float for 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Last time here, we lift up and hold. Go for a little swim. I know we're not water Pokemon, but sometimes you gotta go for a swim. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down with control, and as gracefully as possible, dismount your box. Let's turn this long box into a short box. All right, short box is short boxing, foot bar is down, and add 1 spring. So we have 2 springs on to secure the carriage. Fish for your strap, bring your feet in. Make sure that you feel nice and secure in this strap because we're gonna go backwards. We're gonna be levitating. We're gonna be floating around. This is what's gonna keep you in and not from falling off the reformer. All right, let's start with our round back. Option to add an extension at the bottom. So from here, you embrace your waist with your forearms, lift up and over, find your round back shape. Now from here, slowly roll backwards. And if you'd like, open your chest at the bottom. Hold on to your ears. Slowly roll all the way up and find your round back. You keep embracing your waist. I'm gonna hold on to my ears because they're a little fussy. Here we go, find your round back. And roll up, woohoo! Last time, find control and your C-curve shape. Roll all the way back up, stack up to tall. From here, hands come behind your head. Find a long, tall spine here, ribs stack over hips for our flat back. So hinge back, get nice and long, make it look suspenseful. Hinge back and bring it back up. Last time. And bring it all the way up. We add in our twist and reach. We're gonna go around the world. You're gonna twist to the right, flat back hinge. In your hinge, come through center to the other side and come up the left. And then we come down on the left. Come through center, to the right, and up. One more time each side. And switch. To the left, last time. And up. Come back through center. Quick forward fold over the legs. Hold on to your ears. And let's do some side sit-ups. Psychic Pokemon side sit-ups. We're gonna add a little bit of a holding levitation element to this. Get ready, it's a little spicy. But who doesn't love side sit-ups? You also get the best stretch after, so look forward to that. Find your long, tall spine, lift up into your strap, and we're gonna go right into it. You're gonna tip at the waist, dip down towards the well, and then feel light as you lift back up. And tip at the waist lower. And lift. One more time, just like that. And lift up. Now find a long diagonal spine and hold. Twist your ribs towards the well. And come back through center, holding your shape. And twist, get longer. And center. Last time. Center. Slowly lower all the way down, drop your hand, stretch your arm overhead. If you can, hold on to your ears. And then come all the way up. You're gonna twist towards the frame, holding on to both sides. Square your shoulders off and pull your top hip back. So you get a nice big twist stretch into that side body. 2 big breaths here. Last time. Slowly walk your hands in towards your box. Come up to sit. And before we go to the other side, let's do some tree. So the leg that we had draped onto the box, we're gonna keep out of the strap for our tree. From here, grabbing behind the thigh, lift the thigh and chest towards each other, and let's limber the leg up. Straighten it forward, and bend it back in. And forward, bend it back in. Last time, reach it out long and hold. Walk your hands up your leg, find your C-curve shape, and re-square your hips. Now take your leg to the ceiling. Plant your tree on the ceiling. Now this is where the optical illusion comes in. Float your hands away from your leg. You get no help of your hands as you round down and slide down your tree and come up and slide down and come up. Last time, come all the way up. Pitch your shape forward, find a one-legged teaser, reach for the leg for 3, 2, 1, bend the leg in, lower down, shake it out. So usually we do tree with the help of our hands to physically climb down and up your tree, but technically you should be able to do it without the help of your hands. So let's move to the other side. You got one more side. All right, I've made an ear adjustment. We'll see if they want to stay on for our side sit-ups. And let's get started. Setting up, find that long line, nice and lifted, like you're sandwiched between 2 panes of glass. We dip down towards the well and then lift back up. Press up into the strap with that long leg and lift up. Last time, head comes back into the hands, nice long neck. Now find your long diagonal spine. Keep lengthening as you twist the waist towards the well and come back through center and grow longer to deepen your twist and center. Last time, come center, take yourself down, maybe the arm comes overhead. Thank you for cooperating, ears, a little bit more. And then twist towards your reformer, find a twist stretch. This is everyone's favorite stretch. It feels very good. Pull that hip back, square off the shoulders. 2 more big breaths into the side body. Last time. Walk yourself in. Come all the way up. And we do our tree on the other side. So we get a little bit of help with the hands at the beginning. Grabbing underneath the thigh, nice long and lifted spine. Lengthen the leg up for 3, 2, last time hold. Adjust your costume, bring your hands up to your leg, square off your shape, find your round back. Pull down a little bit on your tree here to open the shoulders. We don't want to lose that. Now take your shape backwards, float the hands away. We round down and lift up and climb down and lift up. Last time, come all the way up round, then find your flat back, reach for 3, 2, 1, bend the knee, lower down. Woo, shake it out. That was fun. Let's move on. All right, we did a couple of changes to the reformer. Box is gone, one spring is on, foot bar is up, and headrest is still flat. We're gonna mount in a quadruped position for reverse knee stretches. So I love reverse knee stretches. If I have to choose between the reverse and the classic knee stretches, it's always going to be these. But I like how it looks like one thing, but it's actually something else. So I thought this feels right for the theme. So you're going to come to your quadruped position. Your knees will be up against the shoulder blocks, and your arms will be just a little bit in front of your shoulders. Find your long, flat back, and really feel that connection of the front body drawing up towards the back body. Keep your spine long, collarbones wide, and feel like you're infinitely growing longer through the crown of your head. It's easy to kind of drop the head here and look down at what you're doing. Trust your body. Keep your gaze slightly lifted. Now from here, without shifting anything in your torso, engage your lats. Begin to pull the legs underneath you. Think thighs to chest, and then take it back. And then try it again. Pull it in, and take it back. 3 more times. And back. 2 more times. And back. Try not to sink. Last time. Take it back. Quick child's pose. Take a moment, breathe. Come back to your quadruped. And now instead of the legs, we move the arms. So lower body stays still. We pull ourselves through our shoulders. And then with control, resist. Don't crash the springs. And pull it in. And resist. You have 3. And in. 2. Last time. Sit back on your heels, child's pose. Our final one, we combine both of those movements. So I'll demo this first one. You pull yourself in with your arms. Legs come in, legs come out. You reset with the arms. So arms, legs, legs, arms. 3 times only. Let's roll. Arms, legs, legs, and arms. For 2. Long spine. Last time. And you are done. Woohoo! Come up. We're going to turn to face our foot bar for an elephant variation, or should I say fanfy. So for fanfy today, come to stand on your reformer. Heels come up to the shoulder blocks. They won't be on, but they're just going to be flush to them. From here, find your round spine. Think round back in our short box. Lift your toes, and let's press it out and in a few times. So we're on a light spring. So it's similar to knee stretches in that the torso stays the same, but the scoop of the abdominals is pulling the legs underneath us. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Now we add our optical illusion. Float your right leg just to a hover, so it's barely lifted off. Try and square your hips. Go for 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it in, lower down, lift the other leg up, and go again for 3, 2, and 1. Switch again. Let's move for 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Feel that thigh bone slide up and up. Last time. Bring the foot down. Bend your knees. Feet come up to the shoulder blocks. We're on one spring. It's still pretty light. Hips over knees. Toes are tucked under. We go for our knees off variation of knee stretches. So we float those knees up to a hover. Find your round spine. Lift your abs. Feel light in the legs as you float the knees to a hover, and we press out and in. Keep them at the same height. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, even on a light spring. Always hard. Last time. Bring it all the way down. Roll your shoulders open. Send yourself forward. Find a little back bend position. Squeeze the glutes. Find your swan, so long diagonal line. Press the carriage back a little or a lot. and come all the way through, find your down stretch. Just a little opposition after all that flexion. Last time. From here, sit the booty back. Final child's pose here to close out this series. While we're hanging out down here, add one more spring and then add your grippy pad to the center front of your carriage for a stomach massage variation. All right, so that whole levitation optical illusion thing is really gonna get spicy in this stomach massage. Have a seat on your grippy pad, feet come to the foot bar, and now usually we get to hold on to the carriage for our stomach massage. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna float the hands out and around and really challenge our stability in our center. So find your round back, reach your arms long just to hover above the carriage. So we're not gonna hold on, just find a little lift here. Your round back, big scoop of the waist, shoulders stay wide. Lift the heels, and we take the carriage out straight. Lower the heels under, lift the heels, bend, bring it back in. Just 2 more times. Lower and lift, and bend, bring it in. Last time. Lower, lift, bend, bring it in, hold. From here, bring your arms up and around. Find the shoulder blocks. Find your long spine. And then from here, take them out to a T. Press the legs out. Lower, lift, and bend, bring it in. And out. Lower, lift, and bend, bring it in. Last time. Bring it all the way in, stretch the arms forward. We lengthen, twist, and bring it in. So no help with the arms. Last 2. Last time. From here, can you lift the legs up? Zip your legs together. Teaser, hold, hold, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come back, lower, down. So let's start to close out our Psychic Pokemon series here. Keep your head rest down, 2 springs on, and lower your foot bar. We're gonna bring our feet into the straps, so I'll meet you there. Alrighty, feet come up and into the straps. Bring that booty down, find your neutral spine in this position. What we don't want is to have the legs really close to our chest and the booty lifting up. So find your neutral spine position, feel that tailbone down on the carriage. From here, frog your legs out, and then bend, bring it back in. We'll take a few of these just to situate ourselves because things are gonna start floating off of the carriage. So enjoy being on the ground for now. Last time. Now we add short spine circles. This is gonna be a prep for what will become our short spine. You can always come back to this as we do variations on short spine. From here, frog your legs out to your high diagonal. Lift your legs up to the ceiling without lifting the tailbone. Now bend your thighs towards your chest, heels towards your booty, and then return out to the high diagonal. Lift the legs, feel the tailbone grow long towards the foot bar. Bend your knees in and press. One more time like that. Bend your knees in and straighten out. From here, continue those circles or return your knees into your chest. We're gonna remove the left foot strap, hang it up, and we're gonna do a single leg short spine. So this is gonna feel really interesting. So from here, heels together, toes apart like a frog. Stretch the legs out long. Take them over like your traditional short spine. Now this is a bit of a challenge to keep everything even. Bend your knees in towards the shoulder blocks. Roll down your spine and drag your heels in. Try one more like that. Lifting up and over. Bring it in and lower down. Knees come into your chest. Now from here, take that loose leg, the leg that's not in the strap, cross over like a figure 4. Now we do a different variation in which the leg stretches out long. You take this figure 4 up and over. Bend the knees in, get the stretch, and then roll down your spine. And take it out. Weird and floaty. up and over. Keep the lift in your waist as the legs come towards you and roll all the way through. From here, let's do a quick swap of the leg straps and we'll go to the other side. All right, my left leg strap is on. Let's get weird. Take the legs out. You find your traditionalist short spine. Bend your knees in. Roll all the way through. Try to keep the heels where they are and then drag them in. One more time like that. Lift the abs to lift the legs. Bend it in. Lower all the way down and then find your figure 4 variation. The leg frogs out. Lift up and over. Try and square those hips. Bend it in. Roll all the way down. And you get a little bit of a stretch too in this one. Lifting up. Woohoo! Whoop, get that hip square. Bend your knees in and roll all the way down. All right, from here, let's add that other strap back on because we should end symmetrically. Let's go for some big sweeping leg circles. So lift your legs up to the ceiling, open them out to the side, circle them down and around till they meet, get nice and long in the waist, and lift up and take it out. Circle around and lift up. Last time. And lift. And then we have to do the reverse. Up and around and lift up. Keep the legs together, tail down. Think the waist lengthens to reach the legs long. Last time in this direction. Circle up and around. And then bend your knees into your chest. We can finally take both of these off and hang them up. So we got really weird on that last one. Let's go classical. Classical running, 4 springs on, foot bar up, headrest up. Just what you would expect for a Pilates reformer cool down. Feet are gonna be parallel, stretch your legs out long, and then go for your little prance. Up and down. Breathing easy, catching your breath. My reformer's making annoying sounds. You have 3, 2, 1. Lift both heels up, bend your knees, slowly close your springs. Pelvic lift, walk your arches to the corners of the foot bar. We kind of end how we started. Tuck your tail and lift your hips up. Fold your hands and bring your pinkies to the mat. You want your booty to be just where your thumbs are. So it's not as high as we went at the beginning. It's a little bit more of a lower scoop. We keep the hips where they are. Keep that levitation as you press out. Straighten all the way. Get that full hip extension. And then slowly bring it back in. And inhale, press out. Exhale, bend, bring it in. 3 more times. You're getting very sleepy. 2 more times. And bring it in. Last time. Bend, bring it all the way in. Slowly roll down to the carriage. Come off your reformer. Have a seat. Adjust your ears. And that's your class. That was your Psychic Pokemon Reformer class. I hope you enjoyed this class. This was a lot of fun for me to make. And let me know what Pokemon you want to see inspire the next Pilates class. Let me know what you thought below in the comments and see you next time. Stay awesome. Bye.